Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bella Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Bella Braddock. And today, Disney has finally released the must-eat items, which is all of them, at Mickey's Not-So-Scary Halloween Party. And we have a much-desired update on Trail's End.
Yes, this year's Halloween party, I have to say, this is looking like one of the best I've ever seen for foodies.
They stepped it up from last year.
No question. There are 30 specialty items that you can buy, and 27 of them are brand new this year. So we're going to have a lot of fun going through this. And, you know, if you haven't been to the Halloween party, this is obviously a good year to go. Last year was an off year. You know, we were just talking with a friend of ours last night, a big Disney fan and friend of ours, Cassandra. Shout out to Cassandra, who listens to the show every week. And we had a particularly bad year at the Halloween party last year with disorganized cast members and rude cast members. You know, that's pretty rare generally for us. And last night we were talking with Cassandra about this foodie guide, in fact, and she's regaled us with a tale of her experience last year, also at the Halloween party, completely different night and everything, almost the exact same issues. It was very strange, and it was a unique experience because we go every year. So we're hoping this year is, back to normal. The foodie list looks great, so let us dive in, as always, with our top picks. And the whole list is in our show notes and on the blog post accompanying this at 1923mainstreet.com. So let's go through our top picks at this year's Halloween party.
So, starting off right here at Auntie Gravity's Galactic Goodies. This is available August 11th through November 1st, and it is available all the time. Some of these are party exclusives, but
most of them are party exclusives.
Most of them are, that's true.
So, in fact, we're only going to note if it's not.
So this one is not a party exclusive, and this is the Apple Fritter Milk Shake. So this is a salted caramel milkshake, which is topped with green apple whipped cream and an apple fritter, and this is non-alcoholic.
Now, I'm up next at the Cheshire Cafe right beside the teacups. You will find the Mummy Treat. It looks great. I mean, most of these look awesome for Instagram or any other social sharing. This is flaky pastry filled with chocolate hazelnut filling and topped with white icing stripes and sugar eyes. Now, it's really the look here because they look like little mummies. That's what draws me to this. So I will give that a taste as well to see if it lives up to our expectations. Over at Cosmic Rays, right next door, I have two picks here. Do you have any?
Not at this location, but I do support your pick.
Oh, so we share this top pick right here.
Yes, so this is the Terrifying Twice Spiced Chicken Sandwich, which is a spicy fried chicken breast dipped in hot honey, and it is topped with pepper jack cheese, jalapeno poppers, and bacon.
Now, this is crazy. I don't normally like these stacked type burgers that look too big to eat. Maybe we can split this one.
I was going to say, you get it, I'll eat it.
There's a lot of stuff to be consumed here. I don't know if I can eat it all, so we're going to be sampling and splitting. But yeah, this is lots of spice for me, so I like that. Probably not too spicy. And also at Cosmic Rays, there are these zombie fingers. This one kids might like. It looks very photo worthy as well. It is almond cookie fingers with key lime pie, white chocolate ganache, salted caramel, crisp pearls, and sugar eyes. And it's like zombie fingers coming out of a cup or something. That's sort of what it looks like.
So next up, this is a top pick for me at the Golden Oak Outpost. This is the loaded sweet potato fries. So these are sweet potato fries that are tossed in cinnamon sugar, and they're topped with marshmallow cream, butterscotch chips, and toffee pieces. And sign me up. I really want to eat.
Yeah, and Golden Oak, if you don't know, is located way at the back of the park, sort of next to where Splash Mountain was in Pecos Bills.
Hopefully it won't have a long
It's usually
line.
Not as crowded because of where it is.
Yes, next up, this one is also mine. I have highlighted both of the things that the Main Street Bakery has offered because they're delicious, but the cinnamon bun is returning from last year. Delicious, give that a try. But new this year, they have a mini shaped pumpkin cheesecake, and this is pumpkin cheesecake with pumpkin coffee mousse topped with a white chocolate candy corn bow.
Wow, that sounds like a sweet
and it
explosion.
Looks really nice. They've posted photos. This one looks really nice, so I want to see if it tastes up to par.
Now, I have not been a fan of Pecos Bills since they redid it a few years ago. Before that, I was a big fan of Pecos Bills. But during the Halloween party, they have 3 new items, and 2 of them are top picks for me. One is the Cajun Burger, It is a Cajun spiced all beef patty topped with fried green tomatoes, Cajun andouille dip, and Creole remoulade served on a black bun. So it's sort of cool. What?
No, sorry. I realized it's Pico's Bill. I thought it was Pico Spills this whole time.
You mean... No, it's Pico's Bill.
Never seen it in writing before.
All right. And also, they have what they're calling the bucket of bones. It is bone-in piggy wings. I don't know what piggy wings are. I guess they're not chicken wings. They're some sort of pig or some sort of pork
you'll love
thing.
this.
Fried with fresh jalapenos and tossed in Coca-Cola cherry barbecue sauce. Now you know why I must try this.
Is that available for sale?
I do like cherry Coke, so we'll try that.
Coca-Cola barbecue sauce, do they sell that?
They might.
Can I buy it somewhere?
We'll check the store next door. Or maybe it is for sale. We'll have to look around.
Yes. Well, this next pick is mine. This is at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor.
Classic location on Main Street.
Yes, and new this year, they have an apple fritter sundae, which is apple fritters topped with a choice of ice cream, whipped cream, and sprinkles. Looks very nice. Very much giving me fall vibes. So
That's
I look
pretty
forward
good. You get to pick your ice cream.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now, over at Storybook Treats, I wasn't sure, but I'm going to give it a try because, it's Dole Whip based. So this is the Hades cone. It is Dole Whip mango and habanero soft serve topped with blue raspberry shell and chili lime seasoning. So spicy soft serve. I have to give it a try. It is one of my top picks. Storybook Treats, the Hades cone.
And the final thing we want to mention, this one I feel like could go either way, but I'm going to give it a try. We have the Not So Poison Apple Churro. So this is a churro rolled in green apple sugar, and it is topped with Snickers bar pieces and drizzled with caramel sauce.
So wait a minute. You told me you were not... Now, you love churros, but you told me this one didn't appeal to you, but now it does? What's going on?
Well, I feel like it could go either way. And same thing with the Anti-Gravity's milkshake is that when they say rolled in green apple sugar, it could either...
Sour sugar I'm getting. Right now my cheeks are puckering.
It could be sour sugar, but there's two different kinds. There's like the really good, lightly sour, sweet, good actual green apple. And then there's the sickening taste that Jolly Ranchers have, which gives me a headache. That green apple that I just can't eat.
So you want to see which one it is.
Yeah, if it's the sickening kind, I won't like it. But if it's the sweeter kind, if it's the sweeter kind, then I think I'll enjoy it. But it does sound good. And if you like the Jolly Ranchers green apple, definitely give it a try.
So there you go. 30 items, 27 brand new this year. Yeah. Lots of savory stuff too, right?
I love
great.
That.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
There's actual food pieces this year, and we didn't even touch on probably barely any of them because I love dessert, but there's actual food you can eat as opposed to in past years when it was mostly sweet-based, so I'm excited for that, and I hope they continue making more.
Yeah, so if you've been, this year you maybe don't have to go out for dinner before if you want to sample some of these things. We'll see if we can make it to 7 p.m. without eating. I'm sure we can with an afternoon snack, which is not hard to do at Walt Disney World.
Oh no, where will we find food at Walt Disney
World?
Well,
speaking of where we find food, Trails End and Crockett's Tavern are now reopened at Fort Wilderness, and we're pleased to say the result looks pretty darn good.
Yeah.
People were really worried about this, understandably.
Including me.
Yeah, a classic that was closing, but I would say, in my opinion, they have done a great job with turning this into a quick service marketplace and also making the Crockett's more like a sort of bar like a Fort Wilderness version of Enchanted Rose and stuff like that. So let's dive right in. It now includes, and I love this, an onstage pizza station. Now, if you are a longtime Fort Wilderness person, you will remember way back in the beginning when you could make your own pizzas there. We loved that night. You would go in and there was basically an empty pie and you could choose all your toppings and they put it on a little conveyor belt oven and you picked out your personal made pizza at the end. So I like that they're bringing sort of pizzas back and they've got some new ones and also old classics.
Yeah, that sounds quite good. Now there's also a hot grab and go section, and this features things like pecan smoked whole chicken or brisket.
Or is it pecan? I say pecan, you say pecan.
I say pecan when I'm thinking about it. And a rack of pork ribs. And of course, there is the iconic fried chicken that's still on the menu. And then you can get sides by the pound, things like mac and cheese, They have plant-based cowboy beans as well as mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so they have kept some classics that were available in the restaurant and that are just classics, like the fried chicken. You can get it at Hoop-de-Doo. We love it.
No, I mean, of course, there's things like cheeseburgers, veggie burgers, chicken nuggets, french fries, things like that. They know their audience.
Yeah, and they have, to go with that, another classic, their cornbread, which you love.
Of course, I love
coleslaw, mash, and gravy. And you can even get a half slab of barbecued ribs with 2 pieces of fried chicken, and rounding it all out, hand-scooped ice cream and specialty coffees like the Wilderness Latte with chocolate and hazelnut.
See, I want to give some of these things a try because it is a quick service restaurant, but they sound quite good.
And if all that sounds too heavy, well, they have some light offerings for you in the grab and grow section. Grab and grow. I guess if you're a kid, you will grab and grow. Chicken wrap, which is a new house-made blueberry barbecue sauce. Or a returning favorite again, the Pioneer Berry Salad. Now on the sweet side.
Yes, there are some returning house-made
and
favorites.
And new ones, too.
Yes, of course. They have to make some new things. The pastry team has brought back their banana pudding, carrot cake,
their banana
cupcake.
Pudding. That reminds me. Sorry. Reminds me of the old days.
Yes, they also have a carrot cake cupcake, a blueberry bread pudding, and the extremely popular strawberry shortcake, which is from the Hoop-de-Doo review. And these will all be available in single-serve portions. And then there is a lemon blueberry trifle, which has, fresh layers of lemon curd, fresh blueberries, whipped cream, the whole deal.
And for the kids, there's other sweets as well. The Fort Fruity Cookie. Fruity cereal and white chocolate chips. Wow, I don't know.
This one I was interested in.
Peanut butter and jelly cupcake cookie. Or is it a cupcake? Maybe it's a cupcake. And there are also 2 sweets inspired by the classic campfire favorite.
Yes, they have both a s'mores cupcake and a s'mores cookie, which I'm really interested to try and see how they turn out.
And here's what I like. Crockett's Tavern's also been refreshed, and now it's a lounge with expanded seating, indoor and outdoor seating. And they've got some snacks there as well, right? So lounge food, so you can go have a cocktail or a mocktail and food there. So it's completely separate from what's on the other side. And the new menu here pays tribute to Fort Wilderness and takes its inspiration from the American frontier. So here, there's a trio of sliders, a pork slider, a brisket slider, and a buffalo chicken slider. That sounds pretty good. There's new chicken bites. You can pick a favorite sauce from buffalo garlic parmesan, blueberry barbecue, and they are also served with house-made ranch, blue cheese, and seasoned french fries. And there's a charcuterie board as well with meats and cheeses.
Yes, very exciting.
And new plant-based offerings.
They're very good about their plant-based offerings, so I'm glad to see that they brought them here as well.
So plant-based, they have a new plant-based offering and includes crispy cauliflower with a garlic aioli, and this is from the Hoop-de-Doo review. They offer that there as a gluten and wheat-friendly, or you can also try fried green tomato sliders, featuring a southern remoulade and citrus greens served with fries.
Yes, and they have a dessert trio, and this has s'more with chocolate pudding, graham cracker crumbs, and house-made marshmallow, as well as a strawberry shortcake with strawberries and whipped cream, and then a banana pudding with vanilla wafers, whipped cream, and a banana chip.
And then we have to close out by talking about the drinks, because these have been inspired by the 50-year history of Fort Wilderness, and I love, the Fort Wilderness Railroad, loved riding it as a kid. Used to jump on and off while it was moving. You can't even imagine that today. It ran throughout the whole resort. So they have the All-Aboard Moonshine cocktail flight. So it's 3 moonshine cocktails in mason jars. So that's pretty cool. And then if you've ever wanted to try America's First Spirit, which is Laird's Applejack Brandy.
Ooh.
If so, you can try it as the Camper's Coupe. This is for you. It's Applejack Brandy, orange, and lemon juices with a hint of maple syrup. Sounds actually pretty good. I will try that. And they also have the Meadows Cup, which is a twist on a classic, and it has Pim's Liqueur, Hendrick's Gin, Minute Maid Lemonade, and Strawberry. And if you like old fashions, this is cool. They're going to be changing their old-fashioned recipe to go with the seasons. So the first one out, little nod to Clementine's Beach at Fort Wilderness, and you can try that one. It's called the Clementine Old Fashioned. And there are some tequila drinks as well. So all in all, quite happy personally with what they did in reimagining that space.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try it out.
So lots of food this week, sweets and other treats at Walt Disney World. As always, a full food episode, not hard to do. Thanks everyone for listening. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. We'll see you again next week and have a magical day.
Bye-bye.